Hi friends, welcome back to your yoga practice. My name is Jess, and today's class is going to be a short and sweet, but spicy power flow. I've been having requests for some shorter practices, so I'm gonna try and keep this one shorter. We'll see how it goes. If you like my classes, please subscribe to my channel and share with the friends so that we can continue to grow our YouTube family. I appreciate every single one of you who watches these videos, who shares them, because they're truly a labor of love, and I just enjoy sharing the practice with you so much. Without further ado, let's get to the flow. I will see you on the other side. Let's begin today on our backs in Shavasana. So come down any way that feels good for you. And you can begin full Shavasana, or you can begin feet together, knees wide apart, or maybe feet apart, knees in. Any way that feels good to you, go ahead and find that Shavasana. Oh, the sun is shining here today. It's right in my face. I feel like I'm getting a nice tan as I lay down for my Shavasana. And so right away, let's notice the points of contact that are touching the earth. So where is your body meeting ground, meeting stability? Where can you lean into that earthy energy and just allow yourself to be held? And as you're being held by this grounding energy, can you find awareness for your breath? First, notice that you are breathing. And then begin to follow the pathway of your breath with your mind. Watch as your breath breathes through you almost with absolutely no effort on your part. Finding awe and gratitude for these bodies we are gifted, we are given. And finding gratitude that you're here to take care of your body, to make space in your body, to get strong in your body. Let's all take a deep breath in together through our nose. And then open your mouth, big sigh. Begin to wiggle out your fingers, wiggle out your toes, and then start to extend your arms up over your head and bring your legs together. Point your toes, big stretch. Maybe your rib cage comes and lifts up off of the ground. On an exhale, pull your left knee into your chest, and then pull your right knee into your chest, giving yourself big hug, big love here. And then allow yourself to find your knees stacked over your hips. I need my sunglasses for today. Find your knees stacked over your hips and then straighten them straight up toward the sky. I like to spread my toes. You can point them as well, but when you activate your feet, that gives you this energy from feet all the way up your legs. So energize your feet by spreading your toes or pointing them. And then knit your ribs down. Good, so almost like you're closing the window of your ribs. Hands come behind your head to support. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lift up your head, neck, and shoulders. And see if you could keep knitting the window of your ribs down so your belly doesn't pop up. It's more of a scooping. And then reach your arms up just in front of your feet like there's a rope there, and you're holding on to that rope. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, just little baby pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Really high. 4. You can do it. 3, 2. Hold at the top. And just 5 more, up a little bit higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. And then start to rock and roll up and back. So use the momentum of your core to really get yourself moving here. Good, when you have enough momentum, plant your hands, step back into your downward facing dog. And since this is a shorter flow, we're coming right into our downward facing dog starting right away. And that means more intentionality with how we heat up our body, how we breathe. We have a short amount of time together, so let's really ground into our hands, grip into our fingers. Press your hands down and forward. And then bring your awareness up to your armpits, and imagine that your armpits have eyes and they're looking at each other. So that'll spiral your elbows back and your biceps forward, spreading the shoulders on your back. Press down through your feet, lift up through your quadriceps, and tilt your tailbone up toward the sky. Finding your head and neck completely relaxed, and maybe you knit your low ribs in here. So finding this length, but strong length, and you're sharing the posture between your shoulders, your legs, and your core all at once. Beautiful. As you inhale, let's come up to your tippy toes. And as you exhale, round and curl forward to your high plank. You might need to adjust your feet. Press down into your hands and fingertips so that your shoulders aren't sinking, but they're actually lifting a little bit. There's a little bit of lift. Hips are in line with the shoulders and rib cage knits in. Keep all of this going and then place both of your knees down on the ground in the same way at the same time. Good. Keep pressing up and out. Keep your hips high. Knit your ribs in. As you inhale, glide forward, look forward, and as you exhale, bend your elbows back along your rib cage, chaturanga, and then press back up. We'll do 2 more. Inhale, glide forward, elbows go back, exhale, and press up. Last one. Inhale, glide forward, exhale down, press back up, lift your knees, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Deep breath in, long breath out. Inhale, find length in your body. Exhale, root down through your hands, root down through your feet. On your next inhale, step your left foot forward. Inhale your right leg all the way up toward the sky. Lift from the bottom of your right bum and also from your right inner thigh. Inhale, lift onto your left tippy toes. Exhale, squeeze your right heel to your bum and then squeeze your right knee to your nose. Keep your hips as high as you can by pressing the ground away, hollowing through your belly. Maybe your nose touches your knee. And then gracefully step your right foot to your right thumb. Beautiful work. Place your back knee down on the earth and reach both of your arms up over your head for an Anjaneyasana. First thing I want you to do here is press up and out of your front heel. So that's gonna lift you a little bit out of the lunge. Really drive your heel down to lift up, and then draw your right heel back and draw your left hip forward. Beautiful. Keeping this lifting sensation through your heart and through your heel. Then, if you can keep the lift, start to lower and draw your hips down and forward. Good. Reach your eyes up if your neck allows. Heart lifts. Hips press down. Beautiful. Waterfall your hands down around your right foot. Good. As you inhale, lift your back knee and scoop your heart forward and up. As you exhale, press your right heel down and forward as you draw your right hip back, folding over your right leg. Be very intentional here. Inhale, press your feet away from one another as you bend into your right knee, lift your heart, press off of your back toes, stretching the front of your left thigh. Exhale, right foot presses down and forward, and fold. Stunning. Inhale, rebend, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Last one, inhale, rebend. Exhale, fold, and hold the fold this time. Hands can be on the ground. Think about tailbone goes up, right foot presses down and forward, right hip pulls back. And it's heart to big toe, not necessarily heart to ground. So how long can you get in your spine here? Beautiful. Inhale, rebend just for a moment. And as you exhale, straighten and step your back foot in like 6 inches, just a little hop in. Plant both of your hands firmly on the ground. Rock onto your front heel, flexing your toes to your shin. Press into the ground and round your spine, round your shoulders. Up on the back tippy toes, compress your thigh to your belly and step with a straight leg back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in here and take a breath out. Find an inhale that lengthens you, and find an exhale that grounds you. Step your right foot center, float your left leg up toward the sky, lifting from your left inner thigh and also from the bottom of your left bum. Beautiful. Inhale to lift onto your right tippy toes. Exhale, squeeze left heel to bum, and then your left knee to your nose. Keep your hips as high as you can. Press down into the ground, protracting your shoulders. Round, 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 thigh to belly, heel to bum. Maybe your nose touches your knee. And then so graciously step your left foot to your left thumb. Place your back knee down. Beautiful. Inhale, arms reach up, Anjaneyasana. Reach your arms up over your head, and first press up and out of your front heel. Find this lift, draw your left hip back and your right hip forward. If you can keep this energized lift and the core kind of turned on, then go ahead and sink your hips back down and forward, but always thinking up, up, up with your heart. Tap into your strong, firm breath. And let that breath be so strong, but let it be fluid. Allow your fingertips to waterfall down, framing your front foot. Gently pick up your back knee, and as you inhale, scoop your heart forward. Press off of your back toes, lift your heart, shoulder blades squeeze around your spine. And as you exhale, press your left foot down and forward as you draw your left hip back, finding pyramid pose and folding your heart towards your big toe. Good, inhale, rebend, feet press away. And you press off of your back toes, the heart scoops forward and up. Exhale, left foot down, left hip back. Inhale, bend. Good, exhale, straighten. Really intentional. Feel your feet rooting and drawing down as your heart and crown of head lifts. Feel the energy as your left hip draws back, but your heart draws forward. The opposition of your breath, the opposition of the posture. Pause the next time your left leg straightens. Hands can be on the ground. Pull your heart forward towards your big toe. Send your tailbone back upward toward the sky. A few breaths here. You can press off your back toes if you want to intensify it. You can wiggle around. Really find your breath. And then inhale, rebend. Come up onto your fingertips just for a moment, scooping your heart forward. And as you exhale, plant your hands, straighten your left leg, and step your back foot in like 6 inches, just a little bit. Come up onto your back tippy toes, rock onto your front heel. Press into the ground and round and separate your shoulders. Compress your belly to your left thigh, press, press, press until your straight leg steps back. Downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. Inhale and exhale. From here, look between your hands and inhale up onto your tippy toes. Walk in about 6 inches, and as you exhale, sit down on your heels. Knees will go wide. Look between your hands, so no matter what happens from here on out with the bottom half of your body, your gaze stays between your thumbs. Your drishti, your focus. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, straighten your legs and pike your hips up toward the sky. Remember, your gaze stays between the thumbs. Protract your shoulders, press the ground away. Protract means separate them on your back like cat pose. Inhale, bend into your knees. Exhale, straighten, press the ground away like you mean it, and lean forward. Good. You can take a couple more of these, say 3, or you can add in a little hop. And if you add in a little hop, you can be in a little frog tuck, or you can hop with your feet wide, like a little straddle. And we're just gonna leave that up to you, whatever you feel like. What we're focusing on is our gaze and our strong, firm pressing down when we exhale into the earth. Let's try 3, either a tuck or a straddle, or maybe a mixture of both. You go at your own pace. Let's go. And if you can hold it, press the ground away, breathe, and stay steady. Maybe you go from tuck to straddle. Whoop. Maybe that doesn't work. But just play with it and really work on your focused energy. When you feel complete or like you've had enough hopping, come down and meet in your lily pad, finding this nice elongation with your arms. And then we'll place our knees on the ground and we'll take our wrists and we'll flip them so that the top of our hand is on the ground. Good, and then we'll just lean back to your degree, stretching the tops of your wrists. A little rock forward and a little rock back. And this doesn't have to be perfect. Handstands are a skill set, so they're more skill than they are strength. We need strength and flexibility for them, but it's more about the repetition of the skill. So every time you fall out is one step closer to you holding it, right? I do them every day and I still fall out. Good. Flip back over your hands. Tuck your toes and glide up and back, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Step your left foot center and inhale your right leg all the way up toward the sky. As you exhale, come up onto your bottom tippy toes, squeeze your right heel to your bum and your right knee to your nose. Press the ground away, make yourself a teeny tiny little ball, and then step to your right thumb. Place your back knee on the earth. Inhale your arms up over your head, pressing out of your front heel. Lift, lift, lift. And as you exhale, draw your hands into your heart center and twist to your right, hooking your left elbow outside of your right knee. Beautiful. Imagine your breath coming from your tailbone, and each inhale lengthens the crown of your head toward the front of your mat. Each exhale, press a little bit deeper into the heels of your palms, working the openness of your collarbones. Breath in and breath out. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath in. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms go right back up, Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, plant your hands to frame your front foot. Walk around to your left and pause in your wide-legged forward fold. As you inhale, scoop your heart forward and up. And as you exhale, fold down and in, press down through your heels. Lift up through your hips. Walk your hands inside your feet and work the crown of your head towards the earth. With each inhale, elongate from tailbone to crown of head. With each exhale, press down through your heels and soften your upper body. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, crawl your hands back around to the front of your mat. Lift onto your back tippy toes, rock onto your front heel. Press and compress, stepping your right leg back, downward facing dog. As you inhale, come up to your tippy toes, and as you exhale, round and curl forward to your high plank, lower full chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. As you inhale, float your left leg up toward the sky. And as you exhale, lift onto your right tippy toes, squeeze your left heel to your bum, and round your left knee to your nose. Step gracefully to your left thumb. Place your back knee down, and as you inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana. Lift up, 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 lengthen. As you exhale, hands come to heart center, rotate and twist to your left. Right elbow outside of your left knee. Beautiful. Press outer leg into your outer arm, and same, press arm into outer leg. So there's a bind, there's a lock happening. The inhales lengthen the crown of your head. And the exhales, maybe add a little rotation. Deepening into your foundation, press, press, press down. Deepening into your breath. Inhale, reach your arms up over your head, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, plant your hands to frame your front foot. Pick up your back knee and walk around to your right. Wide-legged forward fold. As you inhale, lift halfway. And as you exhale, fold down, leading with your heart toward the floor. Reach for your ankles. Draw your hands inward towards your ankles and press your ankles out into your hands as your crown of head reaches toward the earth. Find your breath here. Notice if it's choppy and see if you can lengthen your breath. Beautiful. Hands under forehead. Inhale halfway. Exhale, walk around to the front of your mat, up onto the back tippy toes. Rock onto your front heel. Press, 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 and round, stepping your straight leg back. Downward dog. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, round and curl forward, high to low plank. Inhale, lift and open, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Landing here. As you inhale, come to your tippy toes and walk in. As you exhale, sit down on your lily pad. This is our last chance for our handstand hops, or you can just practice sitting here and then piking up your hips, working on the press down through your hands and the engagement of your core and the slight rounding of your spine. We'll take a few, so maybe you're taking your frog hops, maybe you're taking straddle hops, maybe a mix of both. And if you get a hold it as long as you can. And if you fall out, just reconnect. It's all play, okay? Inhale, exhale, let's go. Whee! Very playful. So don't forget that it's a practice, not a perfect, and that's exactly what this class is. Take a few more. We'll meet back in our lily pad. Draw forward to place your knees on the ground. Flip your palms up and face your fingers in toward each other. So the back of your hands are on the earth, fingers facing one another. Make a fist, but curl your thumbs in first and wrap your fingers around your thumbs. Good. Now bend your elbows, maybe chin touches the floor. And as you exhale, straighten your elbows as much as you can. Don't let it be painful, but just feel a stretch in the back of your wrist. And then inhale down. Exhale, straighten. Inhale down. Exhale, straighten. Let's take one more and hold this last one. Take a few breaths, wiggle around. And then plant your hands back down on the mat, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Float your right leg up to the sky on an inhale. And as you exhale, heel to bum, knee to nose. And then knee to right wrist, half pigeon. Beautiful, tuck your back toes and slide your back toes towards the back of your mat, bringing your knee with them. We didn't do a lot of hip opening, a lot of hip stretching, so if you need to bring your right heel in more towards the center line, that's okay. Inhale, lift and open your heart. And as you exhale, fold down, half pigeon. And give yourself grace here. Allow yourself to be right where you are, not where you were 30 seconds ago, a minute ago. That was then, this is now. See if you can scan your body for sensation. And when you find a sensation that's interesting, lay your awareness gently on top of it. And allow your awareness to guide your breath to that sensation. And breathe life into that sensation. So 2, walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Inhale here. And as you exhale, roll onto your right hip. Draw your left ankle around and over on top of your right knee. And then walk your right foot back out so that your shins stack like fire logs. They're parallel to one another. Good. Flex both of your feet so that your ankle isn't sinking into darkness and like, see how it could slide into this crevice? Keep it up, nice and straight, protecting our joints. Inhale, lift through your heart. And as you exhale, maybe you just stay here and ground and we work our left knee down. Or maybe if this is not a stretch at all for you and you need something deeper, you walk your hands forward, keeping your sitting bones glued down. So sitting bones down, heart reaches forward. And if you're kind of here and your knee is up here and you're like, whoa, this is as much as I can do, that's fine. Stay here, work where you're at. Maybe eventually with time, with patience and breath, your body will open for you. We'll take a few breaths in whatever variation of double pigeon you have chosen. Stretching our outer thighs, our outer hips. And again, laying our awareness on sensation and letting that focused awareness guide our breath there. So it's a practice of always coming back to the now, always coming back into our bodies, listening, being present, and adjusting according to what we notice. And it changes all the time. So that's why we practice every day as much as we can, because we're always changing, always growing. Make your way back up. Send your left leg back behind you and tuck your back toes. We're gonna press into our hands and step back, downward facing dog. Maybe shake it out a little bit, wiggle your hips. And then left leg floats high. Exhale, heel to bum, knee to nose. And then knee goes to left wrist. Pick up your back toes, taking your right knee with you, and slide it back, making space on your mat. As you inhale, lift and open your heart. Maybe arms even go up. And as you exhale, fold down into your half pigeon to your degree. Heart forward, hips back. You can be on a block. Your left heel could be more center. It's completely up to you what feels right. And find this to be an allowing. Even if it's not a comfortable position for you, can you allow space for discomfort? And can you notice how your mind interacts with the discomfort? So to walk your hands back up underneath your shoulders, roll onto your left hip and swing your right leg around, crossing your ankle just above your left knee, and then pull your bottom heel out so that your shins are parallel. Flex both feet, no sinking into darkness. Take an inhale, length through the torso, breath up through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, maybe you just stay here and you work on this stretch, or maybe you ground into your sitting bones and your heart draws forward and you walk a little forward. And that will draw your right knee down further toward the earth. And fold to your degree, or don't fold. But wherever you are, again, finding the breath, body awareness. Finding your connection to this moment right here and now. Stay with yourself, stay close to your sensations. Don't let your mind float you away. This is our time to be present in our bodies together. Beautiful, walk your hands back up. And from here, we're just gonna send our legs straight out and give them a little shake, 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 shake. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Take your hands and wrap them around your feet. As you inhale, stick your tailbone back, but lift your heart all the way up to the sky. And as you exhale, keeping this long spine, fold with a long spine until you feel like, ooh, that's as far as I can go. And when you've hit that point, that's as far as you can go without your bum lifting up off the ground, then you just press your feet into one another and allow your spine to naturally round. Baddha Konasana, allowing our spine to stretch, allowing our breath to be comforting. And the more you press your feet into one another, the deeper stretch you can access in your inner thighs and your groin area. And if this is more restorative for you, then that's fine. You don't have to do what I'm suggesting, but if you want it to be more of a deeper stretch, imagine the muscles on the backs of your thighs, your glutes, and pull them down toward the earth. And in pulling them down toward the earth, you'll see, ooh, the inner thighs open. And then pressing your feet into one another, you'll say, ooh, that opens it up even more. And now if you've been doing that with me, maybe your breath has been held because you've been listening and doing. Invite your breath back in to this new version of the posture. Head and neck totally relaxed. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, come all the way up. Plant your feet on the ground, knees are bent. Inhale, lift through the crown of your head, reach your arms forward like you're holding a basket full of cute puppies and you don't want to drop them. Exhale, knit your ribs in to your body and start to press your feet forward as you roll down towards your mat. Very slow. So slow, so slow, so slow. All the way down. Might want to readjust when you get down there. Pull your right knee, I said pull your right knee in and I pulled my left knee in. Pull your right knee up into your chest and then pull it up into your armpit, avoiding your rib cage. Extend your left leg long and flex your left foot. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, twist. Right arm out, and gaze can follow your right fingertips. Oh, I got a nice crack in my spine. I hope you get one too. It's so good to sometimes feel that release. Your right shoulder falls heavier and heavier with each exhale toward the earth. The hard work is done. Come on back to center, pulling your right knee in and then your left knee in. Keep your left knee in and extend your right leg long on your mat, flexing your right toes to the sky. And then draw your left knee around your rib cage up into your armpit. And as much as you pull your knee down and in, press your shin up. So find this opposite action. And then twist over to your right. Gaze follows your left fingertips as they open up toward the left. And allow your left shoulder to be so heavy. Come back to center, knees hug in, and we'll take one final pose before Shavasana. Reach for your outer edges of your feet, pull your knees down, and press your heels up. Gentle tuck of your chin. As you pull your hands down into the bottoms of your feet, that will allow your knees to drive toward the earth. And as you do that, simultaneously press your heels up toward the sky, feeling an unpeeling, an opening of the backs of your hamstrings. You can always keep your heels to your bum here too, to any degree if the opening is too much. Release into your final posture of Shavasana. Take up a lot of space here, more space than you normally would. Separate your feet wide, wide, wide like a starfish, and your arms even wider. Allowing your back to spread down on the earth like melted chocolate. And allowing the whole front side of your body to absorb into the whole back side of your body. And the entirety of the back side of your body absorbs into the earth beneath you. Take a full cleansing breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh out. Thank yourself, body, mind, and spirit, for showing up today and joyfully doing the good work, the practice that brings us closer to our true selves, our soul. Take as much time as you need here. Shavasana. Take rest. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I hope you enjoyed the spicy flow and had a lot of fun and feel energized. If you did, please subscribe to my channel and share it with a friend so that we can practice together all the time. And if you would like to find more from me, my website is jrockyoga.com for retreats, trainings, and more classes. And my Instagram is @jrockyoga. If you ever have any questions or requests, or you're working on a pose and you need some guidance, please send me a message. I love to connect with you and grow our family here on YouTube. Have a great day, and I will see you next time.